G'day and welcome back to the 40 channel. So today I've got my mate Dan. He's going to come and help us out. Behind the scenes, Dan's already been here for all of yesterday and spent some time just on Sam, just tweaking. The bonnet had a bit of an overbite on it. I didn't know Dan was a dentist.
Really probably was.
But we fixed up the overbite. That came up really, really nice. I'm really happy with that. All right, Dan. Just give it a little bit more. Just a bit more. Hang on. Ooh, just a fraction more.
How is it?
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm really happy with that. Oh, actually, I'm stoked with that. Check this out. Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty good, mate. That's very good, actually. Because that was out by like
geez,
an
nearly
inch.
20 mil, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Pull the back of the cab down
That'll just...
and just drags that bonnet back and she's good to go.
So the issue ended up being that I had the mounts under, but we had it too far up. So essentially the cab was sitting on a bit of an angle. Can you point that? Yes, that was the dead giveaway. So we've opened that up. The overbite looked terrible. And Dan the dentist has really come through.
You're not allowed to see my face. No, that's awesome, mate. Well done. Good
All
job.
right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Stuff that I just had like sort of put at back of mind because I get caught up in it all, So it's really good to have a second set of eyes come in, spend some time on the project, and just point out things that you've either missed or you've just put so far back that you just don't care until you realise you should care. Right, so now we're good.
Yeah.
All right, you happy there?
I reckon that's pretty good, mate.
Lock it up.
Yeah, go on.
Right,
Go on.
lock it up. How's that close?
Well, the gaps are pretty good, but the gaps are good. Everywhere else?
Yeah, it looks good down there.
Have a look, see if she goes.
Yeah, give it a close.
Well, see if we can get it in one go.
Yep. Oh, yes! Woo! Righto, so Sam, now he's missing a crucial part.
Oh, of course. It's an LS motor. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Sam. Sorry. I'm so stupid.
Negative.
It's a Coyote.
Oh, crikey.
No, no Coyote.
We're on a different build, buddy. I think you've walked in on the wrong set.
A Hilux 3 litre.
Where are you going now? Fair dinkum.
All right.
Let's look at where you're sitting.
The tray.
The tray.
The tray.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, I had some ideas for some trays, but again, I needed an extra set of eyes, a bit of an extra opinion. So we took Dan out to the farm. Again, all uncut. We should have filmed something.
We should have filmed something.
But we decided on a tray, and I'm pretty happy with it. Dan's got what he thinks should be done with it. I've got what I think should be done with it. I've set some things up to make it all happen, so let's get down and play it all out.
Patina.
What are you saying, Dan?
Potential. Perfect patina.
You've been working hard, bro.
Making movies isn't hard work.
Oh, I mean tray work.
Oh, yes.
There you go. I cut one bolt off. Daniel Green did the rest. I think I'm ready for a break. Dan, keep going with the tray, bro. Gotta take a break. I cut one bolt off. We have done a sensational job. Just pulled the sandblast unit out to blast Sam's tray, and we found that the hoses have been torn in half. We're not going to be sandblasting today. It's very disappointing, so anyway, we'll have to try to come up with a different solution. See how we go. What an epic day, Dan. We started out with an idea. What was your idea?
Keep the patina.
And then I had an idea of, no, let's sandblast the whole thing and prime it and do a fake patina. But as luck would have it in your side of the world, the sandblaster had other ideas, so
It's not your fault.
no. I have to say, we took the hard route and we hit it with wire wheels, and it was a very dirty, dusty experience. But as I was doing it, I actually really started to like this a lot more. Like, the more I did it, I was worried that the flake would be completely disappear, but it's just left enough. Just enough colour.
I think it's going to match the truck pretty well.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
Well, that was your, 2 cents from the beginning. Not saying I doubted you, but you know.
Well, it is your vehicle, so.
Hey, listen, man, I really appreciate you helping me out today.
Yeah, of course, mate.
You've spent a good couple days hanging out with me, getting some stuff sorted on Sam. Ali has been away, so Dan stepped in. So, mate, thank you so much. I have to say, you do not look as good looking as my daughter.
And I'm okay with that.
But mate, thank you again. I really appreciate it.
All good, mate. Thank you very much. Can't wait.
It's going to be an epic finish on the tray. It's going to tie it all together. So.
I'll give you a hand and mount her up.
Woo! Righto, we've got a bit of a problem. We've put this in because it was all rusted. That was the only part rusted on the tray, just here. Cut it out, put a new bit of pipe in, but it looks way out of place, too new. So let's make it look old. Bit of blue. Bit of red. Righto, so the tray is on, and I have to say the tray looks amazing. It looks incredible. So a little bit of semi-nudity going on to put this tray in. Jack had one of his mates over, myself, we jumped out of the pool, I got the boys in, lifted the tray into place, now we've just got to bolt it down. Now the colouring of this tray has come up absolutely awesome to Sam, like the matching, I'm stoked with that. I'm glad that Dan made the recommendations to do what we did. It just looks fantastic. Righto, so all the inside of the tray, all the underneath of the tray, it all got cleaned up as you saw. We hit all of the chem tools, ZPH. Now, this stuff is incredible for steel protection. If there's a little bit of surface rust left on there that you couldn't quite get out with the angle grinder and the wheels, this stuff will take care of it. Then, like everything else on Sam, is the NPR. This is the black. We've done this with all the chassis. We've done it with underneath the tray as well, and underneath the cab of Sam. So, really, really good protection from chem tools. On top of that, we've done some extra modifications to the tray. So we've mounted the wheel a little bit differently. So the old 1965, it had the wheel lever that you'd slide the wheel in, lift it all up, clamp it into place, and done. But I just wanted to make life a little bit easier, so we've gone with a little bit more of a modern take on the wheel setup. So we've got the old chain wind up. It means that the wheel can wind up, lock into place. We just had to make some modifications to the back here. We've cut in a nice little slot. We've made our wheel wind up handle. It's come up really nice. I'm really happy how that's come up. So all we need to do now is slide our wheel in, slide this straight into place, and wind our wheel up. It's as simple as that. So that's really, really cool. The next thing we need to do is put a full timber tray over the back of Sam. So we're just sourcing some timber, and we're just trying to find what's going to work best. Righto guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in again. As you can see, Sam is like this close. We really need to get some focus done on the motor. We need to get some tuning done on it with the carby and the timing. Bolt this tray down and we are done. Anyway guys, that's it for this episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Until next time, thanks for watching.